Aina Lexi,
Yes, please, sir.
lead her through a prayer.
Okay, sir. In the name of the Father, Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift of this day. We thank you for the gift of life. Mighty Father, we surrender to you this lesson as we are going to begin. May you please be with us, and may whatever is studied be good. Heavenly Father, we have prayed all this through the intercession of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Amen. In the name of the Father.
And of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. And this is the holy month of the Holy Rosary. I hope we are praying our rosary. And for those who must attend this lesson, we said this lesson today we are going to look at the practical aspects of speech. Last week we simply orally looked at them. Today I want us to practice speech. I want us to practice speech. But before we start that, I want someone who can remind us what aspects or what did we mention about speech as others come in. I want a member, at least 2 students or 3, to remind me or remind us as a group what we looked at under speech. You remind us what we mentioned. What should we pay attention to while giving a speech? All those things I expect us to be able to air them out. And then also to remind me the elements or aspects of a good speech. All those I expect us to mention. That's what I want. At least the first 10 minutes to 15 of our lesson, we shall dedicate to that. And then I will ask someone to prepare to deliver a speech. I'm going to give an assumption for the good work they have done, and you're also requesting them for maybe an extension in the program, or you have a suggestion you're going to make. So we are going to be able to prompt speeches. I will have at least 2 to 3 people, and then I will ask other people of speeches. So we're going to begin from the types of speeches. You remind me. Then secondly, what should we look at when we're writing a speech? And then later on, I expect someone to remind us of elements or components of a good speech. These are the areas I want us to have. Let me begin with Jada. Yes, Jada. You may unmute.
So we learned about the parts of speech, the 8 parts of speech. Yes, teacher. I could fake me.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're in the right class?
So we learned about the 8 parts of speech, which is nouns, pronouns, adjectives. Yes.
Which class are you in?
Senior 3.
Yes.
And we looked at parts of speech in senior 3. Can we begin? Can we begin? By show of hands, who can remind me the type of speeches we looked at? After those type of speeches, I want someone to tell us what should we pay attention when we are giving a speech, and then another person to give us the different components of a speech. It seems the other fellow is absent-minded with his siblings. Moronji?
Yeah, the types of speech, the types of speeches. One is the impromptu speech, the memorized speech, and the written speech.
What's the prompt speech?
It's the speech given without preparing for it.
Okay, a speech given without preparing for it. Followed by?
Followed by the memorized speech.
What did we say about memorized speech?
The speech given without any reference material.
Beg your pardon?
It's the minus any reference material.
Your network is breaking. Look, get a good area, and then I'll call you back on.
Yes, teacher.
The types of speeches we looked at.
We have the improv speech, the memorized
Uh-huh.
speech, and the written speech.
What is a memorized speech?
A memorized speech is the speech given minus reference materials.
Given without reference. In short, you put everything in your head. Everything is in your head. You remember everything and you speak without any reference material. Let me pick the next person to explain the next one. Liam. Liam, you missed my classes last week.
No, teacher, I was just sick. Yes, that's why I didn't attend.
You were sick.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I noticed. So you should know that I know when someone has not attended. Okay, fine. So last week we looked at work. Did you find it or did you manage to copy the notes because I shared them?
Yes, yeah, for the literature lesson, I only missed the literature lesson.
Okay, then give me the
Yes.
other type of report that they have not mentioned yet.
The tape, we're looking at speech, isn't it?
Yes, sorry. Yes.
Yes,
As
so
a
I was
remaining,
going
because they
to
mentioned two impromptu, memorized, and
memorize and impromptu speech, memorized speech, and written speech.
what is a written speech?
Where I'd written down in a paper and you go on the stage and you present, you read the speech as you explain your submission.
Okay, so that's a speech where you note your key points and you go to the stage and present with the paper. That is very true. And I said it's the most recognized or the most needed or the most accurate speech. The written speech is the most accurate speech. Hosea, you want to say something? Okay. Hosea, your hand is up.
I want to say the types.
Okay, the types have been mentioned. You tell us what key things should someone consider when delivering a speech. I want you to tell me at least two. You explain, then other people will come and explain others.
The kind of audience you're working with. So
Yes,
you're going
the kind of audience. How does the audience affect your speech?
like if they are children, you limit the kinds of words you use and their complex. And if they're like grown-up people and you're talking about saving, you don't put a lot of big prices in your speech because they are saving money. And
Okay.
then there's
The next
also
thing,
the choice of vocabulary.
choice of vocabulary, yes.
Your words must be according to the kind of topic you're talking to. That's the speech.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Let's give chance to others as well. Thank you so much. Fahia Jibril. I think Fahia has spoken. Let me take Moronji.
Teacher,
Claire, you're becoming a menace. I don't think I like that.
the language.
Yes.
the language should be enriched with appropriate expression like proverbs, sayings, or quotes.
Why do we use such language? Why do we use such language?
Because like if you don't use them, you make like your speech boring and old-fashioned.
You become boring, irrelevant, and old-fashioned. Most importantly, you lose the attention of your people. So you must use catchy phrases that keep people ongoing. Because I want us to remember these things, then we begin, because I'm going to pick someone to deliver a speech, different types of speeches. For example, the impromptu speech, I'll pick on someone, and then after that, I will also allow you to prepare for another speech, and then the written speech. I will expect us to do all these things in different stages, but most importantly, I want us to be able to use the language in either way. I want us to be able to apply appropriate language throughout while doing speech, writing, or delivering a speech. I want to practically be able to see that someone can be able to deliver. So the person I will pick to speak, I will even ask him to open his video so that I see his face. Want to see the expressions, because we said there must be a verbal and non-verbal communication. So want to see if you can convince us beyond doubt that maybe you should be able to give, you're happy or you are not pleased with something. So the person I will pick, you can put up your hand if you're ready so that I give you time to prepare. People who are ready to give speeches, you can put up your hand or you inbox me and then I inbox you also a topic and you prepare so that towards the end of our lesson, you're able to deliver for us that speech. So I want a brave citizen or 2 to 3 brave citizens who can inbox me what they can handle or if they can be able to handle, and then I am able to deliver, or rather to give you a topic that you will give us a speech on. So back to our recap. There were many things we talked about. Now, this person is SHV40. What's your actual name? I want to know more people. SH, unmute. SHV40, if that's your device, you may unmute. Oh, your network, I think you've jumped off. Okay, I said there are so many things we looked at. I wanted people to remember so that as they deliver their speeches, they should be able to share with me. Okay. So the kind of audience, the language, choice of vocabulary, keeping it interesting, using transition words, such as on the other hand, for example, furthermore, remember most times speeches are long, so you need to be able to vary. HSV, you are speaking and you run away. Back to, okay. Avoid. Okay. Now, what are the components or elements of a speech? Those are the ones I want. After that, I will begin picking on people to deliver for us speeches. What are the components or elements that are found on a speech? Like a like a poem. I mean, like a letter. You have a title. I mean, the two addresses. You have a date. Even this one, we looked at the different components. What are they? Liam, you can unmute as I go to. Yes, Liam. Is it your network? Yes, Liam.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Yes, I'm answering the. Okay, so a good speech should have a title.
A title. What is
Yeah, which
contained in
should
a
be
title?
in capital letters. A title contains the person here delivering to the speech, and also yes, and maybe if that, for example, if you're giving a vote of thanks, you can say a vote of thanks to the Minister of Education and Sports who has visited our school. The type of speech, the vote of thanks, that's what I'm emphasizing. It should be there. Then it should also, you also start with protocol. You must observe protocol, starting from the highest to the lowest. If it's a school, you start with the head teacher, to the deputy teacher, to the teachers, to the prefects, and to the students. Then you also have to greet the salutations. You greet people, for example, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Then you also have to introduce yourself, whereby you say your full name. Then there are also introductory remarks. For example, the purpose of your speech, what you're going to talk about. Then there is the body, or the gist of the matter, whereby you have to. It is the main part of your speech where you give details of everything, where you speak about mainly what you're supposed to speak about. Then there is the conclusion, whereby you have to summarize everything in your speech, and you can also end with a quote, or you can also start with a quote at the beginning of the speech. Yes, a catchy phrase which people won't forget, and they'll keep your advice in mind. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, with all that said, I'm going to ask Liam, are you still there?
Yes, teacher, I'm still there.
Now, Liam, I'm going to ask you to give an impromptu speech. I'm going to give you a random topic. You deliver for us you deliver for us a speech. Can I give you a topic?
Teacher, I have to prepare. Okay, at the end of the lesson.
No, it's an impromptu speech, and therefore,
okay, let me
therefore try. I want you to thank the Edify team for the
Yeah, your network is breaking. I'm not getting you.
Yes, Liam, you've run away.
No, teacher, it was the network.
Oh yeah, I'm in the village. Masaka is very far from normal life, so you'll forgive me.
Okay, yes, teacher, you're still telling me the topic.
I told you you're sending a vote of thanks to the Edify team who have offered us classes free of charge for 3 months. And you also request them for something on your own, anything that you would like them to do for you.
Okay, teacher.
Yes, so I'm giving you 2 to 5 minutes.
2 to 5 minutes for the speech.
Yes.
Yes, okay. A vote of thanks to the Edify team.
Yes, Liam?
That the online classes that we are studying. Very warm and graceful afternoon.
Amen.
Yes, Liam, I'm listening.
Vote of thanks.
Liam, you've run away?
No, teacher, it's my network.
Yes?
Hearing
My network is disturbing.
There is that idiot called Kylie. You're a very good fool and stop disorganizing us. Yes, Liam?
Yes, teacher. Let me continue from. My name is Lujejo William, and I am a student who is part of the Edify classes lesson. Yes, it is said that gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. Therefore, on behalf of my fellow students, I would like to express my immeasurable gratitude and deep sense of appreciation to you, the Edify team, for sponsoring our lessons, especially in this very difficult time when we're in the coronavirus. And we want to express our heartfelt gratitude for we know it's not easy for you, these lessons, and maybe we would like, I personally, on behalf of my fellow students, I would request that these lessons go on. Yes, as I am concluding, it has been a pleasure being part of these lessons, and thank you all for your attention. Thank you.
Okay, Liam, thank you so much. That was a warm one. That was a fool trying to disorganize us, but today is a Sunday, I will forgive. However, I want to make it a point. If you have come for classes, if someone is presenting his points, if someone is presenting his points, avoid interrupting. So what we have, so whatever we need, we shall be. What he has just practiced is an impromptu speech. What he has just practiced is what we call an impromptu speech. I will ask another person to deliver later on another form of speech, or this time around a longer one, where you have prepared extensively. Okay, any other person who wants to try out another topic, I give. Thank you, Liam. I like the fact that he started with a proverb. Liam, what was the proverb? Liam, are you there?
Yes, teacher, I'm there. I said
give us that part.
The proverb.
Yes, gratitude
is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul.
is the fairest blossom that
which springs from the soul.
which springs from the soul. Already he is showing us. So whatever you're delivering, or the proverb or saying you're giving should be in line with the subject. It could be sorrow, and then you deliver, you give also one which is within sorrow. So any other person who wants to try out? Any other person, if you want to try out, you put up your hand, I give you a chance. Okay, let me then share something. Then you look at a sample of my speech. The one I have, you'll be able to see an example of a written speech. I will have someone read for us as we continue. Change for him is now. Benjamin, his hand is up. You want to say something?
No, I want to read.
Benjamin, you want to read what I've not displayed? Okay, fine. Be on standby, be on call. You will read for us. I'm trying to share my screen. You will be able to see. My network is off and on. You will. Someone, his hand is up. Apart from Benjamin, I see Martin. Martin, you want to try out something? Martin and Concy.
Yes, I think I want to read.
You're all competing to read.
Yeah.
Okay, relax. When it comes, we shall display. Let us keep our microphones muted. I don't think I can be able to balance between muting and teaching. My network is
Yesterday.
Sia, what's wrong?
But I didn't see you. You so beautiful.
We're not seeing you. Sia, where have you?
Yeah, you. Zahanira, video.
Then hello students, we first wait for the teacher. The teacher has a problem with the network issue, but soon is going to be back. So let's wait for him. He has a network problem.
Mm, 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 mhm. Mm, 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 mm.
Monica.
You guys, can someone at least try to present a speech as we wait for teacher?
Why don't you do it?
You is telling us to give speeches. You give the speech.
Yeah, they should give us the speech.
Okay, let's do impromptu one.
Go ahead.
Mike is yours. You go on. We are listening. You give your speech.
Hello. Hello. Hello, Patricia.
Okay, guys, let me try out. Yes, I'm going to give a speech. Do you agree?
Yeah, we are listening.
Yes, so I'm just going to, so the topic, you know, they have to give you a topic for you to give the speech. So I'm going to choose a topic for myself. For example, I'm just assuming we were still at school, yes? And for example, me, I go to St. Mary's College, Chisuvi, and I'm going to give a speech thanking the Minister of Education and Sports that has visited our school. So I'm starting.
Are you sure? He's studying under the tree.
Okay, I'm ready.
But guys,
I'm
please
starting,
let him tell us.
Yes, okay, I'm starting.
Excuse me. Liam,
Yes, teacher.
you're having a feast with the girls. However, you're disorganizing my lesson a bit. I'm now here.
No, teacher. Since you were gone, I was just giving an example of the speech. You can ask them. I was
Engaging them. Okay.
Yes, I was going to give an example of a speech.
It's okay. Okay, can I have someone now read for me to show you the example, and then you use this to build on yours? Let me have someone read for us. My network is really bad. It's off and on, but I'll do my best to keep. Vironji, unmute.
A speech. You have unmuted. A speech delivered by a leader of the AIDS Concern Club at Kayeka Stadium on World AIDS Day to the youth from different schools. Our guest of
Just a minute.
Stadium
What does that title contain?
The title contains
What does that title contain?
the personality of the person, which is the leader. Then it contains the people and the event.
The speech, purpose of the speech, where the speech is being delivered. So let us make sure that our titles are that rather inclusive of those three aspects. Those are the major aspects. We should be able to play around with those ones. Okay, continue.
Our guest of honor, the State Minister of Health, the district chairman, the local government leaders present, the head teachers, parents and fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am...
What is that one called? Just a minute. We are going to be analyzing whatever you read. What do we call that? Yes, show of hands, Karema. Kalman Khan. What do we call that? Kalman Khan. Vironji, do you know what that is?
No, teacher.
Ochan Aslem. Okay, Aslem.
Yes, teacher.
What do you call the first paragraph she has read?
Because the first paragraph is the introduction, and as the speech progresses, we come and see the salutation. Okay, good morning.
So thank you, but that's not what I wanted to hear. Annie, Lexi.
I think it's the protocol.
Protocol, thank you so much. How have we arranged it? We have arranged it in such a way that from the highest position, that is the state guest of honor, then you go to the state minister of health, I think is the guest of honor here. Then the district chairman, local government leaders. So protocol, don't mention protocol observed. Instead, you should observe protocol. Tell us those people in their order of ranking. That's what I expected to hear. And then salutation, you greet them good morning. That is salutation. I want us to be able to look at that. Veronica, continue.
I am Weary Joseph, a student of Muko High School. I feel greatly honored to stand amidst such a distinguished gathering. International days such as this call for celebration. Today, however, I bear a message not of celebration, but of great challenge.
Thank you so much. Alexi, what is that paragraph called? Yes, Alexi.
I think it is the introduction, like the person is introducing himself to everyone around.
The speaker introduces himself. What else does he introduce?
He also introduces the message that he's going to be giving to
the audience.
audience.
Thank you. He also hints on what he's going to tell the audience. That is very important. It seems Vironji has gone off. Lexi, you can continue read for us the next paragraph.
We are faced with a silent enemy, invisible yet perilous, rarely talked about in the open by those attacked, yet disheartening the hazardous. HIV and AIDS has come to all and for all, irrespective of color, race, age, level of education, and ethnicity. Whether you are infected or affected, we must all rise up and put an end to this common foe. Brothers and sisters, let us not look at those who are already infected as people under the curse. Let us encourage them, love them, and show them that there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Just a minute, there's a fill I want to remove here. Let me put this one. Is it JHK? If you cannot mute your microphone, I'm going to put you in the waiting room. I have very little patience for such. Continue next. What do you see in that paragraph? Let us look at other people. What is contained in that paragraph? Benjamin, what is the key component of speech that you've seen in that paragraph? Yes, Benjamin?
No, sir. Sir, no. I just wanted to read the last paragraph. I wasn't ready for that question.
Okay. Liam?
Yes, teacher. I think that's the body.
Yes, the body. But
yes,
but there are other key things that have been mentioned here. Remember when we said you should always call people out, to call people to attention, he uses brothers and sisters. That is a way of calling people to be attentive, and that is a good thing. He also mentions the topic, and now he is elaborating on the topic. Remember, we said those are things we must pay attention when we are delivering. Yes, we are in the body, but also there are other things within the body. Like now he's trying to tell us the effects of HIV and AIDS and how dreadful HIV and AIDS is. So that's what we can have.
I have a question.
Please ask.
When we were talking about the factors, the main factors of a good speech, we said, somewhere we said
Liam, you've run away. Come back.
Yes, teacher.
You're saying?
I was saying that somewhere in the factors we said that there must be humor, and this speech is addressed to the youth, and I see I'm looking for humor and I'm not seeing it.
It's not always that you have humor, but you have to have a way of keeping people attentive. The humor is selectively used, even in barriers. Haven't you had people try to make a joke here and there during the barrier? It is to ease the tension. However, make sure the way you do it is exceptional. He might not have used it, but we always try to encourage, or it is a suggestion of keeping it warm. Yes, it might be a very sad incident, but when we are sending away someone, for example, if it's a barrier, most times we are celebrating their life. So we try as much as possible to grace the person as a hero. So that's why we shall always make a joke of the favorite foods he liked or something that he favored more. So that's why we try to keep it warm. Are we together? But you must, if you do not know how to apply it, avoid it. Because instead of being funny, you might become rude or you might become vulgar. So we try to avoid that. It is one of those suggestions. Okay, let us continue with the reading. Next person. Liam, you can now read for us. The other girls have run away. Oh, Veronica is back. I think Veronica is back. Let us take Veronica. Veronica.
I can see
Just a
the
minute.
speech very well.
It's okay. I'm going to pull it for you down and then you're able to see it. Okay. My network is terrible. Just a minute. Have issues with my network? Just a minute. But I have already shared the work in our Google Classroom. If you can be able to trace it.
Hello.
Teacher, no.